G'day, we're Ian and Tara Wells from Sydney Coast Walks, and we're thrilled that you'll be joining us for the Chris O'Brien Walk with Lifehouse.
In this video, we're going to take you through how best to prepare for the day, including what to wear. We're going to show you some of the track conditions so you know what we're in for. Pretty much the next time you're standing right here, which is the start of the track, you feel really prepared and excited about the day ahead of you. As well as walking in your team, keep an eye out for Ian and I. We'll have a few other Sydney Coast Walk staff to help you along, so whether you're at the front, middle or back, there's someone nearby you can call on. There's volunteers out there as well helping you with the track. The track itself is signposted. The type of ground that you'll be walking on is uneven bush track. That means like knobbly bits of tree roots along the ground, natural stone steps. There's
timber steps
up to my knee height to get up to the next step.
Indeed.
There is one section of soft sand walking the whole length of Gary Beach. Now,
and Marley Beach as well, there's a couple, yeah.
What that means is you might be walking along the track going, I'm all good, get to the beach and think, oh gosh, this is hard. So there is nothing better than soft sand training. That means kick off your shoes, walk along the sand. When you're doing the track, then walk along the hard sand. But when you're training, walk along the soft sand. It will get your ankle muscles happening like, I can't think of anything else that would be better than that.
It'll also be a good workout for your whole legs and your hips and everything. So yeah, walking on sand's a great tip.
Now, how best to train for the day? There's a lot of work that you can do to make the 30 kilometres on the day seem a bit easier than what it could be otherwise. Keep in mind, this is a bushwalk. That means you'll be walking over lots of uneven ground. So going to the gym and going to the treadmill or walking on a footpath is not going to help your muscles in the same way because they're different muscles. So if not the gym, where can you go?
Yeah, to your local park or local reserve. Like, you just find your local green space and walk through it. If you do live in very urban Sydney and you do want to go for a training walk, walk on the grass verge, not the footpath. It's amazing how just those little rolls you get from walking on grass, not concrete, actually strengthen your ankles and prepare you for something like this. If you're lucky enough to live near a national park, go for a walk in the bush. The best way to prepare for walking in the bush is by walking in the bush. For a walk like this, you know, up to 30 kilometres, don't get too hung up on that you have to do 10 kilometres and then have a rest and 15 and have a rest. Like, it's not a marathon, although it will be like a personal marathon for a lot of you. You don't have to train like it's a marathon where you build up and drop back. Don't overthink it, just walk. Just get out there and walk. If you're here thinking, I'm ready for this, it's going to make your day a whole lot easier. You wear your most comfortable shoes. Now, there might be trainers, they might be hiking boots, but they need to be your most comfortable shoes that fit you like a glove. Don't buy new shoes for this event. Wear your most comfortable shoes. If you do buy new shoes, buy them weeks, months in advance preferably, and wear them in.
Good socks, cut your toenails before the day. Makes a world of difference.
Absolutely right, yeah, good point. I always walk in shorts all year round with some skins underneath, you know, like cycling shorts, lycra shorts underneath. Shorts and a long sleeve shirt with a collar. That's my preference because I spend a lot of time in the sun. Don't have bare shoulders. You don't want to get sunburnt shoulders. One of the most important things you need on the day is a hat. You don't necessarily need a broad brimmed one like me, but you do need a hat. And don't forget your sunnies. Water. You will need to carry water. We have water stops for you along the way where you can refill your bottles or your bladder. What you want though is something that you can drink from without stopping. I have a bladder. Most of our guides on the day will have a drinking bladder as well. It just means you can walk and drink without stopping.
Don't rush out and buy one if you don't have one. Just a water bottle is fine. But the key is to drink a little bit often rather than stopping and having a huge drink of water. Your stomach will feel all sloshy. So something that you can drink a little bit often is the main thing. You can bring, say, one bottle of water and we'll refill it at the morning tea and lunch spots, so you don't have to bring too much water. I think it's especially a women thing. We're out on a bush track, there's hardly any toilets, and you might be tempted not to drink water in order to not have to go to the toilet out on the track. I'm going to tell you where the toilets are, and then you'll know that it's safe to drink as much as you need. There's no toilet right at the start of the track, and you might have left home quite a while before, so keep that in mind. The first toilet is at the morning tea break, which is at Gary, which is just say we're meeting here at 7.
Yeah, it's 2 to 3 hours
2
away.
to 3 hours, okay. And then there's flushing toilets again at Watamala, and then again at the end of the day at Bundeena. There's nothing between. So a bit of bush toileting practice would be just go off track, nowhere near a water source. But still, that's 3 toilets along the way, so you should be okay. Just be aware there's none right at the start. What else have you got in your bag as well as water?
Okay, so we have first aid kits, obviously. We have communication, so we're always in communication. But just some snacks. Like as I said, we'll have snack breaks. But if you have some trail mix, if you like trail mix, or you have your favourite muesli bar or whatever, then bring that along. Sometimes it's nice just to snack between while you keep walking between breaks or checkpoints.
So there's medical stations. We've got first aid kits, but it'd be handy if you had a first aid kit too. So I'd put in band-aids, blister tape, an antihistamine and some painkillers.
Yeah.
If you do have a very slight accident, you cut your finger or whatever, you don't have to wait until the next first aid station. You can just immediately apply that. Same with a blister. The trick with blisters, get them early. Get them early and then they're not a problem.
If you feel you call a hot spot, just tape the hot spot before it becomes a blister. But there'll be lots of us walking with you. I mean, Tara and I will be here. We'll have 5 other guides and we'll be spread out throughout your group. So if you do injure yourself, one of us will be coming up very soon. But if you twist an ankle or something and you need to take a Nurofen, then if you have it, great. It might be 5 or 10 minutes before we can get there. Our next guide gets there. What else is in my bag? Just some layers of clothes. Like you'll see here, I have like a merino layer under this. I won't start with a big jacket on because once you get walking, you'll be warm. So you don't need your big warm jacket because even on a cold day, walking keeps you warm. Definitely have sunscreen in your bag because you'll probably sweat it off.
Including, put it on, yes, your face, you know that. Including back of your neck, back of your legs even.
Your calves,
We're talking a whole day outside, so what's normally not a problem when you're outside for 1 or 2 hours becomes an issue. So lather up with sun cream, check the weather forecast a few days out and pop in a raincoat as well. It's okay just for a day walk if it's only a spray jacket. Who cares if your legs get wet? At the end of the day, you're going back somewhere for a hot shower and dry, so it doesn't matter if you get a bit damp through the day.
Absolutely. If you just want to have a 600ml bottle of water in your hand, absolutely fine. We can refill that at every checkpoint and that's all you need. If you're in a group of people, you can swap the bag over during the day, whatever. You don't need to carry a bag.
One first aid kit for the team.
Absolutely, absolutely right. In your team of 4. You notice I have walking poles in my bag. I will wear them on the day because I walk a lot and I love my knees and my knees love walking poles. We have quite a few ups and downs along the way, so walking poles are great for your knees.
If you haven't used them before, don't go out and buy them and bring them on the day because they're a bit of a skill to get used to. If you've never used them, either prepare in advance or don't use them on the day.
But I think that goes with everything. Just wear what you're comfortable with and do what you're comfortable in. I think that's the key, and you'll enjoy the day. And also minimise your breaks. We have breaks throughout the day where you can get a refill, where you can have some snacks and some fruit and all these other things. So if you can not stop between those, that would be absolutely awesome. It'll make your day a lot better because the longer you stop, the harder it is to get going, the more time you spend on your feet, and then the longer your afternoon is. But find your own pace, minimise your breaks, and one of the easiest ways to do that is just drink water on your go.
We just hope you have a great day.